Hello, friends. This is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Today's video is going to be a little controversial, maybe, but it needs to be talked about. And I'm talking about the fate of humanity and of our world. This is our only planet, and we're not taking good care of it. I believe in humanity, the goodness of humanity. It's been around a while, and when we work together, we identify the problem and work to solve the problem. When we do that, great things happen. It's over 80 years since World War II, and we fought against the fascists and Nazis, and we defeated them. Seems like today, a substantial population of on this earth still want to be fascists and Nazis. I don't understand it, but when we let stuff like ignorance and religion and racism and bigotry take hold, it makes life a little less safe. I just can't understand. We saw examples of it on January 5th, the attack upon our nation's capital. You know, our world looks like it's tattered and torn. And it looks like it's dying and it's hardly been born. In the words of Bob Dylan, the great poet and songwriter. We keep having battles based upon religion a lot. One country wants to take over another country's place in the world, and they start wars. It continues to happen. So we haven't progressed enough that we would like to be. We should be more kind, understanding, and be working together to solve this world's problems. But we can't agree on anything. We've got governments that don't do anything, just stick their head in the sand and pretend everything's okay. And it's not. And we should be working towards that, solving this nation's ills, or our nation's ills, and other nations' ills. America is not the only one. Yes, we're looked upon as a beacon for the rest of the world, the way to do things, to promote democracy. You know, the Statue of Liberty says upon it, for those yearning to be free. And then we have this conflict going on at the border of the United States. You know, things like, we're being overwhelmed at the border. And then Biden passes the first major immigration reform, and what does his opponent do? Vote against it. We can't let him have a win. So I don't know. We're a nation of, you know, in the United States, we were a nation of immigrants. Your parents came from somewhere place else, unless you're a Native American. And our treatment of Native Americans is horrible. Uh, I taught on the Navajo reservation for many years. I love the Navajo people. Uh, and we've let big corporations come in there and mine uranium back in the 50s, and they didn't clean up their mess. They left radioactive material all over the place to run into the rivers, to spoil the land, and to kill the people that live there and have to live there. Uh, I've said I've taught along the border of Texas and Mexico in Eagle Pass, which has been in the news a lot lately. I found my students to be wonderful people. A lot of them were sons and daughters of farm workers who come and pick the fields, provide food for on our tables. In different areas around meat packing plants, can't find workers. And the only one that they can get to work are migrants, legal or illegal. We should have a program that allows them to become citizens after a period of time. We should be welcoming them to. We have many dying small towns all over the United States. A few immigrants move in there and you can get things started again. Get people wanting to live there. They'll work hard, send their kids to school, and start businesses and get jobs that nobody else wants. That's why companies had to flee the small towns, couldn't get enough workers. So these people coming over, they come not from Mexico. Mexico immigrants came much earlier, and they've all become good citizens. They've started businesses, they worked hard, sent the kids to school and colleges, and they've done very well too. What's wrong with that? Isn't that what we want? We don't have enough workers as it is. The Social Security system's in trouble because we don't have enough people putting money into the system. Nobody wants to work in the fields, the farm fields. Nobody wants to work in the meat packing companies. And these people, they're longing to be free, to have a good life, the opportunity to have a good life, to bring their children up safe, to have them go to school. And they learn English. It would be very easy to provide a couple of weeks of English as a second language programs to these people so that they can become able to communicate with the townspeople. So don't be hating on the immigrants. Most of them are coming now from Venezuela and South American countries and Central American countries. They go through a very perilous journey to get here. It's not easy to cross over into Panama. That's a very jungly and dangerous area. drug traffickers come through there. A lot of them die on the journeys to the United States. It's not easy to do, but they're fleeing a horrible situation in their own countries. Gangs, cartels, and corrupt governments, and they can't keep work. Their children get kidnapped or killed. So they had to make this decision to try to come here, where they could raise their family and become good citizens of the community. So that's what I'm going to say about that. But we just got to get hate out of ourselves. We shouldn't be hating on people. You know, Asians are now being attacked in the United States for no reason than they were Asians. It's just ignorance on the part of so many people in the United States. I never knew a black person until I went into the Navy, and there were a lot of black people in there. And I went over to their houses. They introduced me to their families. I played with their kids. Went on trips. Had dinner with them. Same with them. I knew some Hispanics when I was growing up. Some were very good friends of mine. You're not born a racist. That's taught to you. And parents should not be teaching them to be racist. Let's get rid of that stuff and start working together to build a great community for everybody. That's what governments are there for, to provide a better life for their citizens. Unfortunately, too many of them are wanting a little money into their pockets. You know, there's a lot of stuff about free speech. Free speech doesn't let you lie, pass on disinformation, pass on propaganda. You're not protected from that. As a matter of fact, if you lie or say some things bad about somebody and they get harmed by it, you could be liable for it. Free speech isn't finite. So those of you calling, oh, I want my free speech. Your free speech to hate, to lie, that's not free speech. Pass on propaganda from another nation that we're not real good friends with, which happens in the halls of Congress. And it needs to stop. We need to get along together. We're here. We're on this planet. There's not another planet we're going to be able to go to. All 4 billion people on Earth. I don't know, maybe 6 billion now, I don't know. So that's my rant. Talk to your neighbor. Meet somebody new. Be kind. People that you meet, just treat them with kindness. That's not that hard. Get rid of this hatred of people based upon their color of their skin or their religion or their ethnicity. Sit down and talk with an open mind. So I've had my say. Uh, I don't mind the migrants coming into our country uh, as long as they're coming for good purposes to raise their family, send them to school, get jobs, create jobs. Uh, that's what migrants do for our country. So, well, I've rambled on enough now, and so I'll leave you with that. Think about it, and keep on trucking, keep working for the best betterment of all mankind, all of humanity. All right, that's about it. Y'all take care. Have a great day. It's beautiful up here, nice, cool. So I hope y'all are the same where you are. Nice and cool, beautiful weather. There's not a cloud in the sky right now. So take care. Take care of your family. Take care of your pets. Take care of your kids. And remember to subscribe to Barry and the PI. And we'll see you again soon. Adios, amigos and amigas. Hook 'em horns. Ah. Oh,